it's important as a white person to show support to indigenous people, especially in Oklahoma, where the place was set up for indigenous people and they've been pushed down time and time again since the beginning of our state. And it's nice to see people doing things here, being inspired, being active. So the least I can do is come down here and show a little bit of support.
There are millions of people all over the world backing you up right now. This is your moment in time. Grab it for the 7th generation. Thank you.
Environmental protection, they're not inseparable. In a traditional Indian sense, they're all one and the same. They're inseparable. Human rights and environmental rights. So we, as indigenous people, the people gathered in this circle at this moment, we're not unaffected by this. We've been under 500 years of colonialism. So we ourselves have to begin to rethink how we've been affected. We have to rethink how we want to live. Our actions today will affect these young children with us and the unborn.
Everything that we have treasured is now becoming under jeopardy. Even as we ourselves in the state of Oklahoma are going through this drought, where we are seeing the availability of drinking water becoming less and less, we are starting to see the reality of what it is to have clean water. It is only on a rare occasion that we can go and drink out of the streams as our grandparents did. And so today what we must do is begin to understand how it is important that we cannot sit in our chairs anymore, how we cannot sit idly by and let these things happen to us. And that the time has come where we stand up for ourselves. We do not need anyone else to come up and speak on our behalf. The things that we have, the things that we have been given are the very characteristic that has carried us through a much more horrific saga than what we have gone through to this day. And so today, as we come and we rally, as I've always said to every group that I have spoken to, this has to be your first step. This has to be our first step in saying we will not ever be treated as second-class citizens. We will never ever be treated as just a ward of the state. The time has come when we now will stand up for ourselves and say, you will not poison our water. The time has come to idle no more. The time has come that says you will not dig across our lands of this earth mother and rip into it and take from it. The time has come that we will idle no more.
My name is Paulette Blanchard. I'm absentee Shawnee, but I'm mixed. So what that means to me is that I represent more than just one people. And in that, it's important to me to stand up for all of my relations, not just the human people, but the non-human people and the spirit people, and all of that culminates in what we're doing here today. When our brothers and sisters in Canada stood up and said, what you're doing is wrong, it became apparent to me that we as well needed to stand up for what we have a responsibility to. We don't have a right to water, to fresh water. We have a responsibility to it. We don't have a right to clean air. We have a responsibility to it. And as Indigenous people, we've always had that responsibility, that reciprocal relationship with our place and our relatives. And if our government will not be responsible for taking care of these obligations and these treaty obligations, it is our responsibility to join together and stand up and say, we're still here. We believe in what we're doing because it's right. And thank you all so much for coming together and standing in solidarity with all of our relatives around the world to advocate for what is right. We need to take that Western knowledge and incorporate it with our traditional and cultural values and make it relevant for us and our children going forward. So please don't stop that education process no matter what age you are, because that will empower us as people. And it will give us the strength and the foundation to compete against this. Yahweh.
산이 어시 요슨 더비 하나 키고 산이 대치지가 지나 키고 중도 이제 하네 지세 이제 그의 자라 하네 것인데 야나이 내야 내야 에요 내야 에요 내야 에요 Good job.